So, I was killing it in the gym recently, burning iron. I like to work out and stay active as you do, you know. And I heard a conversation between one of the personal trainers and another guy working out. The guy working out was mixed race, and the PT asked him where he was from. He replied that he's from Egypt. Immediately, the PT said, "I'm black Egyptian. I come from ancient Egypt." And I was like, what? Mind blown. If you know me personally, or you've been following my channel, you know that I'm pretty obsessed with ancient Egypt. I mean, this channel is called Black Egyptians. I don't want to shoot my own horn, but I've written books on Egypt. My religion, Wapu, is based on Egypt. You see, you can see from my website here that I'm engaged on a scholarly level, so it's fair to say that I take ancient Egypt seriously. Now, my wife here in Kenya is from the Luhya tribe. They're from the western part of Kenya, and she's very superstitious. She has all these theories and beliefs, and some of them are like, meh. And I've heard so many since we've been together that one day I was just curious. So I decided to do some research on the Luhya just to find out exactly what it is I'm dealing with here. A quick Google search took me to a website called stavika.com with an article, Interesting Facts About the Luhya Community. It's in the description if you want to go check it out for yourself. But we'll go ahead and look at this right now. Among the 43 tribes of Kenya, the Luhya community is one of them. The Luhya are known as one of the most diverse and populated ethnic groups in Kenya. They also pride themselves of deep culture and intriguing beliefs. I already said she has all these beliefs, and lo and behold, they also pride themselves of intriguing beliefs. You can't make this shit up. But we'll continue. Here are some facts to know about this interesting group. The Luhya make up about 15% of Kenya's population, coming in second to the Kikuyu. That means that there are approximately 5 to 7 million Luhyas in total. The Luhya are believed to be among the Bantu group that migrated south from ancient Egypt around 1000 BC. Let me say that again. The Luhya are believed to be among the Bantu group that migrated south from ancient Egypt around 1000 BC. They trace their roots to Misri, with close relations to the Tutsi in Rwanda and the Baganda in Uganda. If my memory serves me correct, I found this out before the incident at the gym, so I was already prepared for it. Now, obviously, as the writer of Black Egyptians, I couldn't just hear something like that and ignore it. Like, what would that make me? So I carried on working out, doing my thing. You know, I don't really like to force shit. So obviously I had in my mind that I would go and chat to that guy at some point. And I did, and we had a great conversation. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm a pretty humble guy. Like, I didn't want to just go in there like, oh, I wrote a book on ancient Egypt. I wanted to see where it was coming from, to test his knowledge. So I was like, I heard you saying to the other guy that you're from Egypt. Tell me more. He said he's traced his roots back to ancient Egypt. He said, black people don't value our own history. We look up to other races, the white man, the Indians, the Arabs, more than ourselves because they have money and forgot about our own history and culture. When he has children, he wants them to know that they're Kenyan, but they also have links with Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I mean, the guy is cool. He literally sings revival music in the gym on Saturday mornings, and he's got that friendly warmth about him. He's obviously blessed with that African spirit, if you know what I mean. Back to the article. Pay attention to the believed part. It's not concrete evidence yet, so I don't want to go off on a whim, but as David Icke says, a theory with one piece of evidence makes it a possibility. So what exactly was the Bantu migration? The Bantu migration was a series of migrations of peoples from Nigeria, Cameroon, throughout sub-Saharan Africa, particularly Central, Southern and Southeast Africa, regions they had previously been absent from. This took place from 2000 to 1000 BC, where they journeyed to East Africa, south along the African coast of Gabon, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Angola, and South Africa. Bantu is also a sub-branch of the Niger-Congo languages. The evidence on the Luhyas says that they came to Kenya in the Bantu migration from ancient Egypt. However, the Bantu migration was supposed to have started from West Africa, then outward in multiple directions from this core location. So, which one is true? Luckily, I wrote in chapter 4 of my book that there were at most up to 5 possible migrations from Egypt into Nigeria, one of which was around 1660 BC due to wars with the Hyksos. They're a white group from Western Asia who took over ancient Egypt. This fits into the timescale of the Bantu migration perfectly, which I already said was between 2000 to 1000 BC. The Hyksos, as you can imagine, persecuted the black Egyptians, using their army to control and dominate the native people. They made it uncomfortable for the black Egyptians by imposing their own religion and a general hatred of blacks. So, some of them decided to escape and go westward towards Nigeria. It's possible that some groups might have stopped in Kenya since this was a millennia-long event, and others journeyed on to Western Africa. There's lots of evidence in my book from other countries like Senegal, Ghana, Congo, Mexico, and Zimbabwe having links with ancient Egypt. Now I found out that my wife, who is Luhya, is also said to come from ancient Egypt. That means we are part of the same bloodline. When I told her this and gave her this link, she didn't really care too much about it. But that's fine, everyone has their own interests. She's totally fine with being Kenyan. She doesn't want or need anything else. But me, I'm different. I want to find out exactly who I am via Egypt and beyond the stars. Those who read chapter 2 know what the fuck I'm talking about. When you tap into your roots, you become powerful. It's power I can use to ride on my enemies like Tupac. And for all you Naruto lovers out there, it's like Sasuke having the Sharingan and the Rinnegan. It'll make you into one bad motherfucker. Why would you not want to wield such power? Me and my wife's ancestors were part of this great Bantu migration that took place. There were 3 waves of migrations, each going to different parts of Africa. Who knows, they could have been related back then and went their separate ways. Now, for whatever reason, I come back to Kenya and marry her. This is destiny fulfilled. That's why I said, you cannot stop my fate. I'm not saying that I can't marry a woman from other tribes or countries that don't have a direct link with ancient Egypt. Trust me, I want more of you bitches. We are a black family. We're connected in more ways than you think. This is why I love African history, because there's so much yet to uncover, and you can achieve self-actualization by finding out who and what you are. Why do you think the white man has done so much to keep us from our roots? Listen, I'm even on a Kenyan Facebook group. Trust me, I don't play games with this shit. Like George said, I'm the typical representation of African romanticist. Someone jokingly posted, where did the Kikuyu originate from? You see, the Kikuyus out here in Kenya are quite controversial. Funny enough, one of the posts said they too came from ancient Egypt. And again, this happened way back. Once again, mind blown. I did my own research and came across a guy called Emmanuel Kariuki. He wrote an article, Kikuyu People, Secrets of an Ancient Migration from Egypt to Mount Kenya, where he states, the Kikuyu do not have a tradition of migration from ancient Egypt. However, linguistic and comparative studies between Kikuyu culture and that of 18th dynasty Egypt tell a different story. I have deduced that the nucleus of the people called Kikuyu today came from the land of ancient Egypt during the reign of Pharaoh Akhenaten. They used the Ethiopia route to get to Mount Kenya. Now, well done to this brother for formulating his own ideas, and I've also put the link in the description for you to read. With that being said, it's important to know a little geography here. You see, Kenya houses part of Lake Victoria. This lake is the source of the White Nile, which is the main tributary of the River Nile, the lifeline of ancient and modern Egypt. The other major tributary of the Nile, the Blue Nile, has its source in Lake Tana, in the Ethiopian highlands. So they could have just followed the Nile. It's a direct route which makes this ever more possible. He goes on through the article finding links between the Kikuyu and ancient Egypt. The Kisi and the Maragoli people say they were there with the Kikuyu during the migration from Egypt. It can't be a coincidence that the two largest tribes in Kenya, the Kikuyu and Luhya, have strong links with ancient Egypt. In fact, of Kenya's 42 communities, the majority are classified as Bantus. Majority to me could mean anything from 50% to 100%. So then, are the majority of Kenyan people originated from ancient Egypt? That's pretty much the end of the video. I had to share that experience with you guys. And one thing I also want to do is ask you viewers and followers of the channel, if you have evidence of Egyptian ancestry, to get in touch on my socials. This could be language, DNA, cultural and others. We need each other to complete the great book of Black history. I'm from Niger, so I can tell you things from my tribe and my country, but you being from another place also have your own history to share. When you do, I'll update the video in the comment section and my website blog with new information that you give me. I've got a lot of exciting content coming soon, so be sure to like the video to boost the YouTube algorithms, subscribe and share with your friends. From Egypt you all came, and onto Egypt you return. One love.